Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you so much for joining by. Joining by. That's a funny expression. Thanks for joining by this video. So, I was really exposed to Buddhism through Shin Buddhism, and lately I don't exactly know why, but I've really been getting a lot of mileage out of Tibetan Buddhism, specifically the Mahayana aspects of Tibetan Buddhism, and really because in a sense I was just kind of introduced to Shin Buddhism, and I never really learned sort of the fundamentals of Buddhism. So I feel like I'm kind of catching up a little bit. And so I'd like to read a little bit from this book, The Jewel Ornament of Liberation, and speaking about the preciousness of human birth. And it's really a key aspect in Buddhism, and really a key aspect in Shin Buddhism is the recognition that in having this human life, that we have this unspeakably precious gift. We have the opportunity to, through the practice of deep listening, to awaken Shinjin and therefore be reborn in the Pure Land. Now, in Buddhist cosmology, there's basically 6 realms, and the human realm is the realm we find ourselves in, and the 6th realm refers to what kind of birth we take. And it's only in the human realm that one can attain Buddhahood in any way, but specifically here on the Shin path, it's only in the human realm that Shinjin can be awakened, and hence that we can attain rebirth in the Pure Land. So again, this is from the book, The Jewel Ornament of Liberation. How great are its beneficial effects, meaning a human birth. By obtaining the precious human life, one can become free from the ocean of birth, the ocean of rebirth, and also sow the seed of supreme enlightenment. So, of course, in Shin Buddhism, sowing the seed of supreme enlightenment is awakening Shinjin, is being embraced by Amitabha, and it can only happen in Buddhist thought. It can only happen here in this precious human life. The very human life has greater qualities than the wish-fulfilling jewel. So how could one not gain its fruit? The path through which humans can gain great strength of mind cannot be obtained by gods or nagas, not by demigods, garudas, viduras, karunas, or urakas. I don't know all the specific beings that are being referred to, but as humans, we think that getting what we want is going to bring us happiness. And here, this particular sutra basically says, having a human life, having this opportunity to attain Buddhahood is more precious than the wish-fulfilling jewel. And the wish-fulfilling jewel is that which grants wishes. So, of course, that's like a human being's greatest dream, right? Is to have a gem or a genie that will just grant us all our wishes. And so let's spend a little time reflecting that this human birth is more precious than that. And why is it more precious? Because the thing is, if we have the wish-fulfilling jewel and we just get all these things we want, the long and short of it is we're going to get those things, we're going to enjoy those things, and then we're going to die. And then if we haven't accumulated enough positive karma, then not only are we going to die, if we've accumulated more negative karma during this lifetime, then not only are we going to die, but in our next life, we're going to be reborn in a lower realm, the hell realm, the hungry ghost realm, or the animal realm. The hell realm, of course, being the worst. but each just very unpleasant, very unpleasant. Of course, the hell realm the most, the hungry ghost, very unpleasant, but less so. In the animal realm, unpleasant, but less so. Or the demigod realm. It has different names: the demigod or the barbarian realm. Um, so so much of our life is about getting things in this life, and Buddhism really calls us to have a wider view of like this life is just one drop in the ocean and the number of lives we've had, and the opportunity is unspeakably fathomable. And so in Shin Buddhism, the only practice is deep listening. And so the question is, what are we going to deeply listen to? And I feel like these fundamental ideas of Buddhism, and the preciousness of human life being one of them, is a beautiful idea to listen deeply. And of course, listen deeply means to reflect on, to really take to heart. So I hope I've given you a little food for fodder to reflect on. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you so much.